Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here today to another edition of the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. It's the Ally Steel Buildings 200 at the Dover International Raceway. This is going to be a fun NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode episode because last night when the stream ended, I was still thinking about the same thing I thought when the checkered flag flew yesterday. Do we make those upgrades now? We would have been basically riding in the back for a little bit on these intermediate tracks that we were riding in the back of. And I was like, man, you know, we got to have this win-now mentality because there's only 4 races until the playoffs, and we probably have to win a second race. And I don't want it to get down to, you know, Daytona in the next race and maybe have to do it. So what I did, I bid in, and all the saving that we were doing, I decided to stop. I was like, okay, that's enough saving. We're going for it right now. I know we don't have that short track chassis, but I was looking at the purse for the races as well that are coming up. And I figured if we can win 3 or 4 races, we'll be able to get that short track chassis in the garage before the championship race at Phoenix. So we're basically just banking on trying to make it through the rounds to get to Phoenix, and then by that time we'll have the short track chassis. That's the new game plan. So we'll see if we can get that done here today in the Ally Steel Buildings 200. Qualified 24th. I honestly was a little disappointed with that. I really thought we could have qualified better, but we'll see what we can do. Still have to finish top 15. That's another thing. The incentive bonus will be a lot easier, I feel like, to get with now. So we have a 90 on the engine, an 85 on the aero, and we upgraded the suspension to an 85 as well. So we went from 85 to 90 on the engine, and then we went from 80 to 85 on the suspension. Our pit crew is now a 90 overall as well instead of an 85, so we've got that going for us. We had a lot of upgrades after the stream ended last night, so I just wanted to go through that right now. Joey Logano fan, welcome to the stream. Louise, welcome to the stream as well. Noah Gragson will be starting on the pole in today's race. Justin Haley and Mike Harmon will be starting this race at the rear. Second here, I gotta get the chat up.
The starter has the green flag in his hand.
Hopefully you guys can hear me. I have no clue if you guys can or not. Okay, yeah, you guys can hear me. If it sounds like there's a fan blowing in the background, by the way, it's because there is. It's a little bit warm in my room right now, so might turn it off throughout the course of the race. I don't know yet. Wait for it to cool off a little bit in my room. So if you hear a fan, sorry for that. XXGXX, welcome to the stream. Haven't been here in a while. Well, welcome. Christopher Finch, welcome. Sorry, Christopher Finch. Why did I say that twice in a row? Christopher French, welcome to the stream. Sorry for botching it. All right, here we go. You can hear. Okay.
Are you ready here?
Green flag in the air. We're ready to go at Dover. 200 laps, 200 miles for this afternoon's event.
Still there?
Ethan, welcome to the stream.
Still there inside. All right, clear outside.
Race car should be a little bit faster. I'm hoping. If not, then I just wasted a bunch of money.
Got a carload now.
We don't run competitively on these ovals at the end of the regular season, at least between this track and then Darlington. We're in trouble getting into the playoffs.
On the inside.
Made the upgrade. We got the 90 on the engine power. The picture's a little bit faster now. It all has to come into line here today. We'll start to at least show a lot of improvement, compete for the win today if we don't get it. And 12 different winners on the regular season so far. Only 4 points ahead of Brandon Brown. So if we get a 13 different winner, that would be the cutoff line. Literally would be the last driver in by just 4 points. And Brandon Brown already off to a good start today. Started right with Schneider, and he's already gained a handful of positions. Well, Schneider's actually lost 2 spots from the start. Alex LeMay looking to get under him off turn 4 with a great move, and there are already a bunch of cars sliding around this racetrack. Ethan, welcome to the stream. Johnson wins the 22,500. I don't think he will, but I'm not ruling it 100% out. Oh, Schneider gets loose. He slides into the corner, but gets straightened out by Timmy Hill and David Starr. He overdrove the corner, got the left side tires down to the apron.
Outside.
Brandon Jones takes the lead off turn 2 away from Gregson now, and Snyder's dropped all the way back to 34th.
All right, you're clear.
After nearly losing complete control of his race car.
Stay on the bottom. All right, you're clear there. Car high, careful there.
Makes a quick pass on Chad Fincham now. Disappointing to be running back here. Only 6 laps into the race, so you got to think there's still a long ways to go for this team to start moving forward. He was running, again, 25th before he about lost control of his race car. If it wasn't for Timmy Hill hitting him on the left side of the race car, I don't think Schneider was going to be able to make that save. Again, Hill kind of straightened him out.
Stay on the bottom here.
Really loosened in turn 1 again. The car just wants to drive a little too deep on its own, getting into the corner as soon as he gets out of the gas. It just turns too much. This is fast if he can hang on to it. He's having a problem trying to hang on to it early.
Still there.
3 wide into turn 1 now underneath Austin Hill. Cesar Baccarella still 3 wide through the center of the corner. Are they going to make it off the exit? Yes, they do. Still 3 wide, and now Baccarella backs out of the gas. Let's Hill and Schneider go.
Careful, still there. You're clear all around there. Outside. You got room. You're clear.
Schneider gets back around Tim Hill as well right there. Should go to Darlington. I was just there last year. I don't want to go back again this year. I know I was at Dega last year too. Darlington was a good event. I highly recommend going to that track if you get an opportunity to. No, I've got a bunch of other racetracks I'm going to this year. I wouldn't have time to fit Darlington. Going to 11 Cup races. It was supposed to be 12, but obviously I didn't go to Dirt Bristol because couldn't get tickets that were cheap enough. But I'll be at Dirt Bristol next year. DB Forever 85.
Careful, still there.
Schneider makes a pass on Justin Haley. Haley ran top 5 last time we were here at Dover. He is back in the 29th position and fading in the early going of today's race. Not be good for the Colleague Racing number 11 car. Erickson, by the way, a couple laps ago was able to back around Brandon Jones again. Schneider drives it deep into turns 1 and 2 to make the pass on David Starr. Going to get underneath Colby Howard off the exit of turn 2 as well.
Still there.
Follow Darlington on Instagram? No. I don't follow any racetracks right now. Couple drivers, that's it. Matt Mills.
Stay on the bottom.
Mills is going to be making his Cup Series debut today for DJ McLeod Motorsports. He's driving the number 55 car. Good for him. Don't expect much out of it, especially that equipment. He'll probably just run 30th or worse all day. About all this speed there is in the race car, but man, if he can get into a top 20 somehow, that'd be impressive. Congratulations to him nonetheless. Schneider right back to where he qualified in 24th. Taking 15 laps to get back here. I think he was definitely hoping for more, again, not only out qualifying, but just in the race in general. Noah Gregson, Brandon Jones, the 2 leaders out at the front of the field. They've been running some quick laps. Greggson's possibly going to try to go for his 4th win of the season. He was passed late in the race last night at Watkins Glen by Austin Cindric. Cindric went on to victory lane there, and he got his 3rd win. So we got 3 drivers with 3 wins, and one with 5, with being Harrison Burton. It's been a while since Burton's won, though. Remember, he won 5 races out of the first 13. We were talking about him just going on to dominate the season. He's now not been to victory lane in about the last 8 races. I wouldn't say he's slumping. He's still 30 points, having good runs. He just hasn't really competed for the win in a while. Methodically moving his way through the field.
Still there?
Deep underneath Josh Williams. He needs to have strong runs. Most of these strong runs on the road course were good. He didn't get the finish he deserved probably yesterday at Watkins Glen. He damaged the car in the final stage. And he struggled his way to about a 12th place finish. He faded a little bit there about the last 15 to 20 laps. He was running anywhere between 7th and 9th the whole race. Finished 8th in both stages. Really thought there was going to be more speed in the race car today, though.
That was a great lap.
Just ran his fastest lap as he catches Ray Black Jr. with a slide job, getting into 1 and 2, make the pass now for 21st. Again, continues to move forward. He's 2.5 seconds behind Jesse Little, next driver, 4th position. Start of a long day as far as streaming goes here today. This NASCAR Heat 5 race, and then we'll have the NASCAR Fantasy Podcast coming up before the Kansas race, and then we will be live streaming the actual Kansas race today as well on the channel with the broadcast. Can't wait for that. We're watching the race with you guys for the first time in a couple weeks. First Cup race we're going to live stream on the channel since, I think, Phoenix, I believe. I think it was Phoenix was the last time. We did it for a little bit. We did the Daytona Road Course, then we did Homestead, then we did Vegas, then we did Phoenix. We haven't had a Cup race on the channel since then.
The race is half over.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think we did the Xfinity race at Phoenix. We didn't do the Cup race. I guess we've only done 3 Cup races this season. But we'll be doing another today at Kansas. It'll be a lot of fun. Trying to make the pass for 20th. Jesse Little, a lot of spots up for grabs coming up.
Still there. You got room. You're clear. We've got 20 more.
We might be running our Daytona race for this Xfinity Series career mode tonight as well. I'd like to run it tonight at least.
Still there.
They'll complete the pass off turn 4.
You got
Great
room. You're
move.
clear. All
He
clear.
qualified and practiced for this race. Felt good in practice. Felt good in qualifying, but he only qualified 24th. He's at 17th now, though. He's working his way through the field. The problem is Noah Gregson's putting a lot of cars a lap down in stage 1 here today. 17 laps to go the stage. He's not too far behind the 99 car. He's got to go. He does not want to go a lap down. I would have thought that would have been an issue, honestly. He the upgrade's made.
All clear.
13 races in the last 13, only 2 top 10s to show for, both on road courses. Or sorry, both not on road courses. Indianapolis was a road course. Would have been if they had the exact schedule. It was on the oval. He finished 6th, the 9th place finish in Road America.
Careful, still there.
Outside of Joe Graff Jr., 08 car. He gets a run down the back straightaway. He should clear him back down to the bottom into turn 3 and does. Open it deep to make sure he's going to clear. So into the top 15, right where he's got to finish at the end of the race. 14 to go, stage 1. Gregson's still not that far behind him. Gregson hasn't gotten through the last couple lap cars that well until Schneider tried to stay on the lead lap. Curious to see what this picture is going to do at the stage break as well.
Got one outside.
Schneider on the inside of Daniel Hemrick.
Careful, still there.
Make the pass.
You got room to clear that.
Hemrick, we mentioned, has 3 wins on the season. His last one came in 2 races ago at Road America. Excuse me, he got passed on the last lap by his teammate Gregson at Road America. 3 races ago.
Stay low. Top 3, use it if you need it.
Three wide off the exit of turn 2. Gregson got underneath the slower car of CJ McLaughlin. Quickly working on Daniel Hemrick. Only the top 14 are on the lead lap. 11 to go in the stage. Had Schneider just trying to hold off Noah. Noah's trying to chase him down through the lap traffic. Joe Nemechek at 13th. Expect him to run well at Daytona in the next race. Could be one of the ones to watch. And he's having a good day today to try and stay inside the top 20 if he does get that win at Daytona. He's going to have to do more than the top 20, I guess, because we already have 12 different races. He's trying to catch up. Got around him easily for position. I think Schneider's too far back to get stage points in stage 1, though, without a caution. Nearly 5 seconds behind the 11th place car, Justin Allgaier. Should be able to catch Jeffrey Earnhardt with ease here within a couple laps. 12. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream. 9 to go in the stage. Noah Gragson, only about half a straightaway behind Schneider. 3 lap cars, though, in between the 99 and the 9.
Still there? You got room. You're clear.
Car's definitely rolling down. Caution! Late in stage number 1 with just 9 laps to go. Daniel Hemrick will get the free pass in 15th. He might have been the cause of it. Well, no, we got some other guys staying out as well. Schneider's going to stay out of the pits. Going to try a little track position strategy here. He's not trusting his pit crew fully right now, and I don't blame him for it, even though the upgrades were made after the stream last night. Everybody else on the lead lap's going to pit, so Schneider's going to restart from the lead with just a few laps to go in stage 1. He's got 2 stage wins on the season. I doubt he's going to be able to hold on. He's going to have about 35 to 40 lap older tires. Maybe he can get a couple stage points out of it. Very well possible. First caution of the race today.
Almost ready now.
Now the green flag is back in the air at Dover. Schneider trying to take off on these older tires. 4 laps to go, stage 1. Got the jump into turn 1. Riley Herbst inside the top 5. Another driver got to win this season. He gets underneath Gregson for second place up turn 2. Schneider couldn't get to the bottom on the old tires, and he's quickly going to get swallowed up. 3 wide middle off turn 4. They made it through the corner somehow. Harrison Burton now trying to go for the stage 1 win under his teammate Hertz. Schneider's dropping like a rock here, and he can't get back down to the bottom of the racetrack.
Inside.
He had no chance, and now Brandon Jones moves him up the track. Everybody on the lead lap gets back around him except for Hemrick, who took the free pass. 2 laps to go, stage 1 for Harrison Burton. Talked about him not really competing for a win in a while. Well, he's about to get his 5th stage win of the season. Assuming he doesn't get ran down here in the last couple laps, and Gregson has battled his way back to 2nd. And got noisy there for a second.
All right, let's go. White flag.
We're still battling for 2nd. Hertz and Gregson side by side. Schneider's sliding around like crazy. Brandon Brown at 16th is going to get the free pass at the stage, but no stage points for the 2 cutoff guys. Currently, Schneider and Brown. Green flag, green-white checker flag, and what is going away this time is Harrison Burton has won stage 1 at Dover. Schneider 14. Those old tires at the end of the stage. He did drive his way up to 12th. And now Hemrick's going to pit at the rear of the lead lap. Again, Brown gets the free pass. Schneider is going to pit as well for his first set of tires tonight. Full fresh Goodyears, no adjustments. And Harrison Burton, stage 1 winner.
We're going green.
Harrison Burton will line up to lead the field to the green on the restart. Only 4-lap freshman tires for Schneider and Daniel Hemrick. Really a lot. With the green flag back in the air.
Still there.
Quickly gets around Hemrick.
All clear.
That was just the advantage of having the inside lane on the restart, really. Harrison Burton will lead the opening lap of stage 2.
Hold your line, got one inside. All right.
Still trying to look to get around the 99 off turn 4. Can't quite get underneath him there. Schneider slid a little wide. Thought that was the opportunity for him to get there, and now Schneider drove it in deep, tried to stay in front of the 8 car, and he overdrove it. Hemrick makes the pass for 14th on the restart. And that's our second caution of the race today at the stage break. Riley Hertz to the lead. How about that? He's driving away with it. Gregson up to 2nd. Hertz trying to get his first win of the season. Boy, that'd be clutch. He's the only KGR Toyota to not have a win this year, while his teammate Brandon Jones won the season opener at Daytona
Got a Carlo now.
for his only win of the year. And then, of course, we know Harrison Burton's got 5 wins this season and just won stage 1 today. Herbst, he ran top 5 all the way through this race up to this point. Wow, they're 3 wide just inside the top 10. Looks like Jones Cindric was in the middle of it. Maybe Anthony Alfredo as well. Going to alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in this race today. The Dover International Raceway. Track I'll be going to in a couple weeks. The Cup Series race. And I kind of figured those 4-lap fresher tires in the restart was going to make a huge difference. It's not really a big difference here. Doesn't have any cars to race around right now. It's nice, just get what you can out of the race car. See, as this race progresses, this 99 car can end up. Not scoring stage points in stage 1 was definitely disappointing. 14th. I guess with that caution coming out, it wasn't really going to matter too much. Doug Gregson has just passed Riley Hurst, catching him. Gregson's back in the lead. Noah has won the most laps today. Burton won the stage. Gregson had to restart second because Schneider stayed out. That really cost him Gregson. He was battling for second so much with Hurst that he couldn't catch Burton, who was able to get to the lead route Schneider first. Hooked to that line. Final stage being the longest, I think that's really going to help the strategy game a little bit better, perhaps for the 99. Just first stage is so short, you don't have to make a pit stop. It goes green all the way through. He's only about halfway through the tire wheel, a little over halfway through the tire run itself. These guys are only going to have one scheduled pit stop in the final stage of the race. So if he has that extra set of tires, which he's going to plan on having the extra set, we get another caution like we did in stage 1 in the middle of it, he's just going to stay out again. He feels that's going to give him the best shot to contend for a win today. Back to the normal camera, at least to the end of stage 2 now. Schneider's already about less than a half a track, I guess, behind the guy. About a half a track even. Pretty close. Hopefully you guys are geared up and pumped up for the race today. Kansas has probably turned into my favorite mile and a half on the schedule. I would have said Chicagoland was, but obviously, no longer on the schedule, unfortunately, at least between last year and this year. Hopefully it's for COVID reasons and they bring it back in 2022, but I doubt it. It's like the blades are hitting the outside of it, but it's not consistent. It's just like randomly hits it. I haven't had an issue with it. I'm glad it doesn't do that in the middle of the night. Wake me up at the time.
Careful, still there.
Schneider has driven his way up to Jeffrey Earnhardt. Slides it into the corner, keeps it on him, beats him back to the throttle. There it is. Off turn 4 with a nice easy pass to get that to 14. 16 cars on the lead lap. Gregson has looked very fast today. He's lapped a lot of cars.
Careful, still there.
Over deep into 3-4, trying to get around the lap car. Jesse Little's in the free pass position currently in 17. He's got a big gap back to the 18th place car behind him. As long as he keeps it going, we know we're going to at least have one more restart of the stage break. So far, the drivers without a win coming into this race today, Riley Hurts is looking like a contender for the win, at least. He's been in the top 5 all day. He might be the closest to being able to get the job done.
Yellow's out.
Caution.
Down.
Third time today. First time in stage 2, the yellow flag is going to wave. Free pass to Jesse Little. Everybody's going to stay out of the pits this time, at least on the lead lap. Actually get to watch the race without it anytime. You don't carry the local channels with cable? That's nice. But yeah, the race is on Fox Sports 1, so that's why we're bringing the Cup Series back to the channel. This caution's going to help Schneider because he was starting to reel it in there for a little bit. And everybody's staying out, so they're on equal tires. Equal older tires is the key.
Going green.
Gregson will lead the field back to the green. Green flag.
Inside.
Just past halfway through stage 2. 18 laps to go in the stage. Everybody's going to be battling for those stage points.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
They had to restart on the outside lane. That probably didn't help. Trying to stick with Joe Nemechek. I just don't think he's got the car to do it. He's still there after a lap. He's kind of staying in the outside groove. He's getting the outside to roll now. 3 wide move by Briscoe. In between Allgaier, or underneath Allgaier and Daniel Hemrick. Schneider's still stuck on the outside lane. Wants to get down to the bottom. Got a great drive off turn 4. Finally beats Nemechek to the bottom lane into turn 1. Back up the corner because that awkward angle trying to block Nemechek, but he still clears Allgaier for 12th off turn 2. Hemrick gets a little tight into turn 3. He slides the car high. Schneider dives it up underneath it off of turn 4. Can't clear Hemrick that time. Exit on the high side right now, and Harrison Burton
Car there on the inside.
going for the lead. He already won stage 1. Trying to win stage 2. Hemrick tried to get the crossover for 11th on Schneider. Couldn't do it. Jason Gaines, welcome to the stream. Burton still underneath him. Side-by-side battles definitely not allowing Gregson to pull away. Schneider makes the pass now on Chastain into turn 1 to get inside the top 10 in position to get stage points. Something he was not able to do in stage 1. Harrison Burton's trying to go and sweep the stages here today at Dover. Schneider was going to drive it in deep, and he had that awkward angle into the corner. It didn't help that Cindric was right in front of him on the bottom lane. Took the air off of the front bumper of the 99. Schneider does drive it in deep into turn 3 underneath the 51 of Clements. 3 wide for about 3rd place. It's sorted out off turn 4. Schneider now up to 9th, passing Jeremy Clements. How deep he drove it into 1 and 2. He actually got it to stick that time. He wasn't able to the last couple laps. Closes in on Cindric. Schneider's trying to get all the stage points he can right here. Scored 4 stage points at Road America, 6 at Watkins Glen. None so far today. See if he can hang on. Still got 11 more laps. He's actually progressing forward. Slide job into 1 and 2 as he pulls up in front of Cindric for position. Briscoe looking to make a pass now on Michael Annett for 6. They're side by side. That's going to open the door for Schneider to get under Annett now into turn 3, following Briscoe's line.
Clear all around.
this is where the upgrades are working out for the 99 team. This is why I contemplated it last night after the stream was over and ended up going with the upgrades anyway. Giving ourselves a 90 with the engine and upgrading the 285 with the suspension as well. Pit crew's a little bit faster, and here we go. Center gave up a lot of bottom, so he almost got underneath him. He's desperately trying to get around Briscoe, and he can't get underneath him. Briscoe's hooking the bottom lane very, very well. Schneider's a little better, a little faster all the way through 1 and 2 than what he is 3 and 4. Great run off turn 2. Now he gets under Briscoe for 6th into turn 3. Side by side for the lead again. Gregson to the high side to try and get around Harrison Burton. Trying to clear Briscoe for 6th off turn 4. 8 to go, stage 2. They're still side by side and tight. What a battle up at the front. Allowing a bunch of cars behind the top two to pull in. Anthony Alfredo in 3rd place. He wants a shot to win stage number 1. He's got to win this season. Looking for maybe another today. Brandon Jones is well in 4th. He's led some laps. Gregson is still side by side with Burton. They can't clear one another. You just wonder who's going to get the advantage. Gregson goes a little bit lower, not all the way near the top that time. He's trying to side draft Burton in the center of the corner. 6 to go. Stage 2. Schneider's creeping. I don't know if he's got enough laps considering there's still 5 cars in front of him to get the stage win, but he's going to go for it. All the playoff points are so crucial. Now Burton has finally cleared Gregson. He goes high to block him, and here comes Anthony Alfredo to the inside line. 5 to go in stage 2. Alfredo is underneath Burton for the lead now. Gregson all the way upstairs again. Herbst side by side with his teammate Brandon Jones. 4 Toyotas in the top 6. 3 of them in the top 5. All the top 5 are JGR Toyotas. 4 to go in the stage. Schneider underneath Jones as he's just kind of following Riley Herbst through the corner. Herbst underneath Gregson as well. This is going to be a heck of a battle to the end of the stage. Schneider almost slid high into Gregson on the outside groove.
Still there inside.
Schneider still challenging.
Looking inside now.
Oh, 3 wide. Contact with Gregson on turn 4. Beating and banging here at Dover. Jones fights his way back to 3rd. As Anthony Alfredo's trying to drive away and win the stage, Gregson falls all the way back to 6th. Schneider with a slide job, he couldn't clear Riley Herbst that time. We're still bouncing off one another.
You got room, you're clear.
Gregson gets around Herbst now, using the lap car as a pick to get back to 5th. He's all over the back of the 99. Looking for another spot. We know Noah's probably got the fastest car in the field today. There's 2 more lap cars coming up yet as well. Grips the bottom well from 3 and 4. Gregson couldn't get around it. 1 lap to go, stage 2. A lot of lap cars in the way. Cars scattering out for position. Oh, look at Brandon Jones on the high side. Gets around McLaughlin in the 93. Schneider follows him. And now a slide job to the bottom of the racetrack. Through 3 and 4. This is going to be a drag race off 4 to the line. Contact. Schneider, the beat and bang, and Schneider steals the stage 2 victory. Oh my gosh. Can't believe Jones gave up that much room on the bottom. Schneider with the slide job and slid into into Brandon Jones. And they were beating and banging to the line as Schneider gets his 3rd stage win of the season. My goodness. Now we get to really see how fast this pit crew is. Jackson Thomas, welcome to the chat. Yes, I do watch other sports. I'm a big avid sports fan in general. I go to a lot of games in Detroit because that's the nearest major city that has pro sports teams. But NASCAR is my number one.
Coming to the green.
Shredder loses just one spot on pit road. Brandon Jones win the race. Off the pit lane, green flag, back in the air. That doesn't give you confidence that this 99 team can do something special today. I don't know what will. His third stage win of the year. Problem is he's going to restart on the high side after losing a spot on pit road. It was like 6 or 7 like in the last race at Watkins Glen.
Careful, still there.
Brandon Jones goes back to the high side. That was a big stage win indeed. Oh, Shredder's really loose off turn 4. 3 wide on the high side. They're still 3 by 3. Back in the pack a little more. Harrison Burton jumps in front of his teammate Brandon Jones now. That was an epic stage win by inches over Brandon Jones. Cap 24, welcome to the stream.
Outside, outside.
I knew if we didn't lean on him a little bit and make that contact coming to the line that he was probably going to get the run off the top and beat us, and I didn't want to finish second in the stage when we came that far. I wanted to get the stage win because we need all the playoff points we can. And that was huge to get that third one of the year. Early day stream, indeed, before the Cup race. We might be doing Daytona tonight still as well. If we do, we'll probably start around 8:30. Is what we're shooting for. I didn't get a chance to go golfing, so I'm going to be going after the Cup race. So if we do another NASCAR Heat 5 stream, it will be Daytona before the Xfinity Series, and hopefully about 8:30. He's got to block it for his life as a 2x2 behind him. Briscoe and Alfredo side by side. The lap cars that got in the way of Burton and Alfredo on the bottom lane that allowed Jones and Schneider to get around the top for 1 and 2, that was just huge. Schneider does not want to give the bottom up again. Briscoe runs alongside the 99 as he gets the 90. The bottom will off turn 4. He's going to give up the bottom anyway to Alfredo. Doesn't have a fast short run car, but we saw in the long run he was able to win stage 2. 10 stage points total today because he didn't score any stage points. And he's got 2 sets of tires to the end of this race.
Careful.
They only have to pit 1 time, scheduled at least, in this stage. Got 4 cautions total as well, by the way, if you were wondering. Maybe just tuning in.
Careful. Still there.
Podcast, coming up next on the channel. All things Kansas, getting you prepped up with our pre-race, with the actual Cup race today, and then we'll broadcast the actual Cup race as well today. Contact! Schneider got loose getting into the corner and crowded. Brandon Brown, look at Little. In that middle lane, Schneider backed out of the gas to keep it off the wall because he lost a lot of ground after that contact initially there. Pause it here for a quick second. Gotta plug my... Thought my laptop was plugged in. Guess it wasn't. There it goes. Don't want to lose the stream here. Oh. Harrison Burton leads. Redson's had the fastest car today. Just kind of struggled at the end of stage 2. A lot of it just losing that track position on that last restart with 18 to go in the stage. He was battling as much as he could. He got cleared by Harrison Burton. Burton went high. I mean, it was just a crazy battle between the top 6 to the end of stage 2. Just less than 100 to go, so we're just past halfway. It has been wild to this point. Again, upgrades were made after the stream last night. I went in on it. I was really contemplating it. I figured that we could still get a short track chassis, not before the playoffs anymore, but we can get one before the Championship 4. We just got to hope we make it to the Championship 4 for it to pan out for us. So now we're in save mode.
Stay high up here.
Once again, but Made the upgrades I felt were necessary to get ourselves some wins, hopefully before the end of the regular season, so we can not only get into the playoffs first and foremost, because we might need to win the second time.
Careful. Still there.
But like we did right there at the end of stage 2, get another stage,
Still there.
playoff.
All right. You're clear.
At any point we can going into the playoffs, because we're going to be behind the cut line if we don't get that second win. Otherwise, we need to go for broke. The playoffs start. We're starting off with a short track. We don't have a short track chassis, so we know we're probably going to struggle at Bristol.
Clear all around. We got a car low now.
We better run good in Las Vegas. We did not run good there earlier this season. Granted, that was the second race of the year. We finished 32nd. We were still very, very slow early in the season. Then we rounded out in the Charlotte Roval. We've been fast on the road courses this year. Unfortunately, we did not get a top 10 at Watkins Glen last night. I think 12. We're probably going to have to maybe compete for the win there. We win a race, that's 5 extra playoff points. That's huge. We got very loose into turn 3. Saw the back of that car really slide out.
Stay low, stay low. All right, you're clear then.
Gonna alternate with the different camera angles one final time in today's race. Dover International Raceway. Will Gregson has found himself back in the lead after getting around Harrison Burton a handful of laps ago. With 91 laps to go. 4 cautions all day today. Seen our spotlight driver, GB Schneider, get a stage win, just his 3rd of the season. Boy, that was a massive risk.
Still there.
I think about Jesse Little, he can't do it. So that'll be 16. He's up to 18. He's progressively moving forward. He looked really, really bad in stage 1 running 29. He is starting to get things going in the right direction.
Careful.
It's got to be disappointing. He had to have thought that he was going to be one of the contenders today, knowing he ran well earlier this season and finished 5th. Needs a win. I think he's got Daytona Circle. Both the calling cars always run well there. He ran well on both super speed races this season. He's going to get the W. He's going to need to. If he's going to get into the playoffs, that can be his best chance and his last chance to get there. Back in the gas way too soon. Yeah, he's in the wall up turn 4. He's sliding. What a move by Jesse Little. Very, very tiny gap there for Little to get by on the outside. I thought Schneider was going to go and nose it into the outside wall for a second there after he hit the wall. He about overcorrected it trying to get off the wall.
Got one down low now. Hold your line, stay high.
That cost Schneider a lot of ground though. Grexon's not that far behind him.
Inside.
Attack with David Starr, trying to aggressively get down in front of him and drive it in deep, and that didn't help. Schneider's struggling here at the beginning of the final stage, and he's got to stay on the lead lap. He knows he's got a car in the long run that can win this race. He goes a lap down, and then a caution comes out, and he gets trapped there. His chances of winning are probably over. Especially this late in the day. Any caution from here on out could easily be the last. Just 84 laps to go. There's been a lot of races this season where we've seen a a lot of green flag racing in the final stage, especially recently. Watkins Glen only had one caution for incident. Road America only had one caution for incident. Today we had a little bit more. 4 yellows total, but thanks for everybody tuning in though for this early afternoon stream. Hopefully you guys are having fun watching this and getting pumped up for today's Kansas race. I'm ready. I know it's probably going to be a good race. I've got a pretty surprising pick to win today's race.
Careful, still there.
Finally gets back around Jesse Little for 6th.
Clear high, bud.
Battling him for a long time there, and then he fell back after getting into the wall. Little got back around him, and now Schneider passes him back a handful of laps later. Schneider's going to make sure he does repair the damage under the next stop, whether it's under green or yellow. That was picking up my good this season. That's going to make it a little bit slower to stop, but I think that is going to help the handling of the race car a little bit. The handling hasn't completely been there the whole race. It's been the downfall to his speed. So get, good consistent rhythm going. He messes up once, and not only breaks that momentum and that rhythm he has, especially on these longer green flag runs, it's hard to get that rhythm back. Seems like it takes him a couple laps to start getting consistent laps down again. Side by side with the lap cars right in front of him. That's not going to give him anywhere to go right now, and he does not need this to happen. So next car behind him is the race leader, Noah Gregson.
Careful.
He's got to make a move, desperate, into turn 3 wide. McLaughlin coming up on the bottom. Schneider slides up in front of the two cars on the outside of him to quickly get to the outside of McLaughlin and get that drive off of turn 4 because he sees Noah Gregson getting bigger in his rearview mirror. He's got to go.
At the bottom here.
Pass on Raymond Brown for position. Gregson's on the outside trying to get around the slower lap car, Jesse Little, and that's costing him. Finally can move back down to the bottom. One driver is DNF today, and that is Matt Mills in the number 5. Everybody else is still in this race. 35 other cars on the racetrack currently.
You got room, good clear there.
if he's going to get a chance to use that extra set of tires, he's going to need probably 2 cautions in this final stage. Because one, you're likely going to see everybody pit one final time because we're almost to that window to being able to make it to the end on fuel. Very fastly approaching 70 laps to go. 71 left now for Gregson to just cross the stripe. Spot. He had to lift just a little bit extra after. It does put another lap car between him and Gregson. Gregson back on that high side, really trying to grip it and rip it up there. Getting massive runs down the straightaways. Schneider just doesn't feel his car runs that fast all the time. Made it work on restarts from time to time. Not later into the run usually. By the way, if we advance either into the playoffs by 1 point advance in the playoffs, like through each round by 1 point, you can look back at that photo finish for the stage here at Dover with Brandon Jones being the deciding factor of that 1 point. Because if we didn't win that, you never know, that could come back to bite us if we wouldn't have gotten it done. That's definitely what I was thinking there at the heat of the moment. You usually don't see me race that aggressively unless it's like for the actual win, but I really didn't think we were going to be able to hold him back. The run he had off turn 4, off that high groove. I tried to slide jump hoping I could clear him, and I couldn't clear him. I only had about a half a car on him. I didn't put him in the wall, I just leaned on him a little bit coming to the green-white checker. Got around Jeffrey Earnhardt. Work on Daniel Hemrick. Nemechek trying to get back inside the top dozen. Some faster lap cars now on the team. Him and the 9 and Greg still there. Clears Nemechek into turn 3 down to the bottom, so he's up to 12. He's having a solid day today. Massively long green flag run going on to start the final stage. I mean, we're already 63 laps to go at the line now for Gregson. Yes, 62 laps left to go. Leading this race, and we only have 12 cars on the lead lap. Again, Schneider's the last driver on the lead lap right now. He's been able to stay on the lead lap all day with his speed. On these longer runs, but
careful, still there. You got room, you're clear.
Help that. He didn't have a good restart. Put him back a little bit, and then he had that near crash when he hit the outside wall on turn 4. Not hard, but he hit it. Oh, we got a slow car. Top side of the front stretch as he comes down the racetrack. Schneider runs into the back of him, and Ray Black Jr., after a caution, didn't wave. Just gets ran into from behind. Schneider's bouncing all over the place. Gregson's going to put him a lap down. There was nowhere for the 99 to go. He tried to go high. But Ray Black couldn't get to the bottom of the track. He had about 4 cars under him. That was the time where we could have had a caution. We just didn't get one. Heavy damage to the front of the 99 car. And it's just a good day. Gone bad immediately, and now he's a lap down because of it.
Still there?
And that might be more than 5 seconds of damage. I don't know if that's going to be repairable. Where was the caution on that one? You gotta be wondering if you're driver of the 99, because that was just pretty. There was nowhere to go. Middle of the back straightaway. This is already a narrow racetrack. We know Dover is being very narrow. Caution is gonna wave. And it is 8 seconds of damage. Schneider's in the free pass position. He'll get back on the lead lap at 12th. But that is not what he wanted to see. He's going to have to pit. He's going to top off on fuel. This will be the final pit stop of the day. 4 fresh tires. Going to take a half round of wedge out. And going to put the right side tires up a pound. It's going to be the adjustment. Still 1 set of tires left for the 99 the rest of the way. This caution waves with 58 laps to go. Problem with the free pass, he has to restart the back of the field. And with the damage to the front of his car, he is not going to be that fast anymore.
Almost ready now. Green's out, let's go.
Just an incident with nowhere to go. He's lucky he didn't DNF because he hit Joe Graff Jr. really hard there. Green flag back in the air. That's a lane violation. CJ McLaughlin, he moved up high to block us before we got to the start-finish line. And there's the damage on the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Gregson won the race off pit road. These guys are good on fuel and tires to the end of the race. We get one more caution. Schneider will be able to pit for 4 fresh Goodyears because he's got 1 set of tires left. This car is madly tight right now. Figured it was going to be. It felt like it was. Like the air pressure up a pound on the right side. Probably should have went like 2 pounds up all the way around, honestly. Probably 4 round of wedge. If we get another caution, we're going to make some adjustments again under the next stop when we have to pit. Schneider's just got to hope he stays on the lead lap. He can't fall a lap down again and get the free pass again. He's just going to restart at the back of the field. He's not going to have a chance to drive through these guys. He's hoping that we go green long enough, though, by the time we get another caution, we'll have a pretty good amount of fresher tires. Ideally, 20 laps would be the good point there. Patrick Shadley, welcome to the stream. Church is the racetrack, top 15, let's go. We actually won stage 2, Patrick. We have speed. I made an adjustment last night after the stream. I went with the upgrades. I gave ourselves 90 on the engine power, 85 on the suspension, upgraded the picker to a 90 overall for speed and accuracy. I made some upgrades. I decided not to wait because we might need to win a second race to get in. And we won stage 2. We didn't get any stage points at the end of stage 1. I think we could have at least gotten stage points, but we had that caution with about 9 to go in the stage and decided to stay out with everybody else pitted. We just got freight trained. Those old tires. We were able to win stage 2, but we just had an incident right before the caution came out where Joe Graff Jr. had blown an engine. He was trying to get to the inside of the track and cut down right in front of us, and we drilled him. Still in the race, but there you see the damage. There was just nowhere to go. Wrong place at the wrong time while running in 11th. Trapped Schneider a lap down. He just got the free pass because he was the first driver a lap down. And now he's still riding with that heavy damage. He's got 1 set of tires left the rest of the way. Again, if you're just tuning in. We have just less than 50 laps to go here at Dover. So he's banking on 1 more caution so he can pit for tires and just hope that can be a difference maker. But right now, he went from race winning speed, top 10 speed all day, to now he's got about 30th place speed, at at least on equal fresh tires. I mean, the only thing that could have been worse, again, he could have DNF, but this is still tough. I hate to see this. Out of a team that really thought they could have gotten the job done today. Inside Uranus, welcome to the stream as well.
Still there. Still there.
The longer we go green before we get a caution, it's only going to benefit Schneider. It's going to be that much fresher tires.
You're clear.
Trying to make adjustments during that last stop. Yeah, he'll make more. Got to. Just with the damage. He didn't have to earlier. He's definitely in a hole where he has to now. He's having to lift so much more in the corners. Aerodynamically, this car's not efficient, that's for sure. 44th line left in this race for Gregson. Went green 52 to go, so I mean, we only have 8 laps on the tires. R6, welcome to the stream. He is 13 seconds ahead of Jeffrey Earnhardt so far, 12 seconds behind Allgaier, so even if he goes a lap down again, he'll be in the free pass position for quite a while again. But he'll have to restart at the rear of the field. Yeah, 14 likes right now. Thanks for everybody hitting that like button. Long day of streaming on the channel. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. We'll be covering the Kansas race full in depth, pre-race NASCAR fantasy podcast, then broadcasting the actual race on the channel as well. The commentary side of things, at least. It's kind of struggling with lap traffic for the most part right now. It's going to buy Schneider at least a couple more laps.
Careful, go back.
Likely a couple more, maybe one, maybe not even one. I don't know.
You're clear.
He's digging for everything he's got. Nine laps left. Off turn 2, Gregson's right on the back bumper of the 99.
Looking inside.
Lap cars, oh, underneath, and Gregson just shoved Schneider out of the way. Desperately wanted to put him a lap down, and he just moved him. I mean, there was no chance Schneider was going to hang on there.
Car there on the outside.
Riley Herbst isn't too far behind Gregson. Herbst has not won this season.
Still there.
Schneider into the back of Timmy Hill now. That's not
All right, you're clear. Hold your line. Got one inside.
lap cars that pick up Timmy Hill.
Hold your line.
Herbst getting around Schneider a lot quicker.
Looking inside now. Still there. All right, clear outside.
Trust me, R6, I'll remember that. At least for this race, I'm not going to carry it forward, but I'm not going to turn it forward either. He didn't turn us, but He was a lot faster. He didn't have to do that. What was the race in 2019? Oh, Kansas. Joe Nemechek's 8 seconds behind Schneider now, closing still. You gotta assume Gregson probably about 7-8 seconds behind Justin Allgaier at 11th right now as well. Again, Schneider to get that free pass is gonna need a caution. I mean, this could go green to the end. Whatever happens, Schneider needs to stay inside the top 15 for that incentive bonus. But this is the second straight race where he's had heavy damage in the late going that costing him a top 10 run at least. One lane caution isn't going to do it. He's probably going to do two. Again, I just don't even think even with fresh tires, this damage is
still there inside.
Damage is 8 seconds, but it's 1.5-second damage clock.
Car there on the inside.
Ross Chastain's having himself a good run. He's been struggling the last few races, but he's up to 5th place today. Maybe he's hoping for a late caution. Spark something crazy happening. Staying up the middle lane, he's closing in on Cindric for 4th as well. He's right behind him off turn 4. 29 laps to go at Dover.
Stay low, stay low. All right, you're clear.
This is highly disappointing. I want to run Daytona so bad now.
Careful, still there.
I just don't have time to do it for the race, for the podcast. We're definitely doing it tonight, though. We deserve much better than this in both our Watkins Glen and Dover race. We do not need these kinds of races when we're trying to get into the playoffs. That was just clearly a racing incident with Joe Grab Jr. I mean, blew an engine. There should have been a caution. I mean, that's the only thing. All the cars scattering around him down the backstretch, and every car's just literally going everywhere. It's just tough to predict where he was going. You know, he was trying to get to the bottom, really trying to go high.
On the outside.
He just got swung right in front of us as we were moving up. He was coming down again.
Got one up.
Right on the entrance. It's like
You're clear.
24 to go for no. Anthony Alfredo, Harrison Burton battling for position. Burton won stage 1 today. He's currently in 6th.
Car there on the outside.
Alfredo's losing a little bit. He couldn't get around Schneider. Still trying the outside. He's not going to be able to pass him up there. At least I don't think. Burton's going to go to the top as well, but he's already passed him up there. Fredo's just losing too much in the corners. Oh, he's sim the Pocono race because he can't drive. You can't sim it. The only way you're going to get better is if you just keep trying it. Just less than 6 seconds behind Schneider. Free pass position now. Fredo finally going to try to move to the bottom. Caution, trouble, turn 4. Multiple cars on the wall. Ryan Sieg and Jeff Green. Free pass to Schneider with 21 laps to go. And now is the time to pit. 2 pounds of air pressure on the left sides, 1 on the right sides. So that'll even him up 2 overall. Half around a wedge out of the car again. It's got to come from the back. Well, that was a much needed yellow. The problem is, it's the free pass. He's going to probably need another one. That is not a caution Gregson wanted to see. Brandon Jones is able to get around Herbst before the yellow came out for a second, so he'll restart outside front row. Green flag back in the air. And Shredder just does not have that takeoff speed right there. He's open. By the time this car gets wound up, you do something. We'll see what these fresh tires can do. 18 laps to go on the restart.
You got room. You're clear.
No, 17. Sorry, 17 laps to go on the restart. He's got the heavy damage. Schneider's rolling. At least through the lap cars. Let's see if he can get back inside the top 10. He had that extra set of tires to the finish, hoping for something like that, but he was hoping for it on the lead lap and not with damage and a lap down to get the free pass, but better late than never, I guess.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
So Noah Gregson leads this race. He's trying to get away from everybody on this restart. Into the back of Austin Hill. He's just got nowhere to go right now. Side-by-side traffic right in front of him. Needs to get back down to the bottom. Now it's 3 wide middle between Tommy Joe Martins and Austin Hill. Bouncing off cars. Back down in front of Martins. Harrison Burton to the lead, off turn 2. 3 wide, middle of the pack now. Off turn 2 and still into turn 3. Burton trying to go for his 6th win of the season. He won stage 1 earlier. It's a great restart for him right there. And there's a lot of cars running the bottom. This is not helping Schneider. He's having to go to this middle to upper groove. He doesn't want to race it. Woodruff Jr. got his car fixed, it looks like. He's holding up Schneider in the outside lane. Caution again! With 13 to go, we get another caution later. 7th of the day now, 3rd of the final stage. Schneider can't pit for tires, but he's going to pit to adjust his car more. Another half a round of wedge going to be taken out of it. Can't repair the damage. I mean, he's the last car in the lead lap. Why not? He's going to restart 12th regardless. Free pass will go to Jeffrey Earnhardt. And Brandon Jones took the lead from his teammate Harrison Burton right before the caution wave. Gregson restarts 3rd. Herbst in 4th without a win. Chastain in 7th without a win as well. The only guys on the lead lap allowed to win outside of Jeffrey Earnhardt who got the free pass. So here we go. Another late race restart. This time we're going to have about 9 or 10 to go. Green flag back in the air again at Dover. Schneider just doesn't have that takeoff speed. Oh, somebody spins the tires on the inside lane. It's Austin Cindric who spun the tires. Schneider gains a couple spots on the top, and now he's stuck on the top. He couldn't get down to the bottom yet. He's still on the high side of Ross Chastain.
Hold your line, got one inside.
As Brandon Jones is trying to hold off Noah Gragson for the win off turn 4. Gragson looks low. Schneider trying to get a run, but he can't get around Chase Briscoe in the 98. Allgaier swings wide, 3 wide now through turns 1 and 2. He's going to clear Allgaier. Tried to side draft the 98 of Briscoe. Schneider can just get down to the bottom of the racetrack. Might be able to get rolling again, honestly. He should get to the bottom now. Briscoe cleared him. He sends it deep into 1 and 2, 3 wide. Barely keeps it off Briscoe, and he's going to clear Briscoe and Chastain off turn 2. They're still side by side and side drafting each other behind him. Schneider now to 8th. Noah Gragson leads this race. 6 laps to go at the line. Schneider's digging. I just don't think he's got enough laps. Took him a while to get down to the bottom of that last restart. Makes a quick pass on Michael Annette for 7th. Quickly gets underneath Austin Cindric as well in turns 3 and 4. Lacking the straightaway speed with the damage to the front of the race car. 5 laps to go here at Dover.
You're clear there.
Gets around Cindric now for 6th. Annette to the inside of Cindric for 7th. Harrison Burton going to go to the high side. Schneider going to gain some time on the bottom. 4 to go at the line. Now Harrison Burton back down to the inside of the racetrack. Schneider got tight when he got in line behind Burton. Burton back to the top again through 3 and 4. Schneider down to the inside lane again. Slide job off the exit of 4. Schneider's back inside the top 5 to 5th with a damaged race car. Damaged race car, but he's got 30 lap pressure tires. Battle for second between, looks like Anthony Alfredo and Riley Herbst. Brandon Jones not far behind him as Gragson pulls away now. 2 to go at the line for Noah Gragson. Despite the multiple late race restarts in the final 20 laps, the fastest car of the race has still found himself out in the lead. Herbst is so close to getting to the inside of Anthony Alfredo, just can't quite do it. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Last lap, hit your mark.
The last lap of stage 1. Herbst again looking low into 3. Can't get underneath Alfredo there. Checkered flag is going to fly. Noah Gragson will pick up his 4th win of the season, his 3rd in the last 6. Gragson going on a tear now at the end of the regular season as Schneider rallies from a lap down twice to finish 5th. Take a look at the top 10. P1 for Noah Gragson, Anthony Alfredo 2nd, Riley Herbst 3rd, Brandon Jones 4th, Michael Schneider 5th, Austin Cindric 6th, Harrison Burton 7th, Michael Annette 8th, Chase Briscoe 9th, Jeremy Clements rounds out the top 10. Lead lap. Sorry, 13 drivers finished on the lead lap. And the 2-stage winner, Schneider, 1 stage 2, finished 5th. Harrison Burton, 1 stage 1, finished 7th. Noah Gragson led the most laps today. He'll go on to victory lane. at least it was a decent payday. Top 5's good, but man, if we didn't have the damage, we would have won this race. Especially with those late cautions. Without a doubt, we would have won the race. To finish top 5 with that damage on 30-lap fresher tires. If we would have had 30-lap fresher tires without a damaged car. I mean, we won stage 2 on, equal tires with a long green flag run. On 30-lap fresher tires, I guarantee we would have won this race. It's the wrong place at the wrong time behind Joe Graff Jr. Here's a look at the point standing. Schneider's still 16th, but he's well above 20th. And that stage win helped him, as well as the top 5, to kind of pull away from Brandon Brown a little bit, who didn't score any stage points and finish outside the top 10. So if we get a 13th different winner, if we get a 13th different winner this season, we're ahead of Brandon Brown. So that's good. If we have to catch Alfredo, though, we're still 10 points behind Anthony for 13th. Chastain's faded back to 10th. He had a good day today, though. But, that's pretty much what we're looking at. We could, if we get 3 different winners in these last 3 races before the playoffs, then we'll have to catch Jeremy Clements, who's tied for 9th with Chastain, and he's still 95 points ahead of us, so yeah, I doubt we're going to catch him. We'll go for Broken Daytona and try to get that second win to lock ourselves in the playoffs. We finished 6th there earlier this season. We'll have a little bit faster race car this time around. Again, we just got to be able to stay in the draft, really. But, yeah, Daytona tonight on the channel. It'll be a lot of fun. Almost back up to 200 grand again. No matter what, we just got to finish top 15 at least at Daytona, and we'll get that incentive bonus. But I want to go for the win, dang it. Let's go for it. I'd say Keegan Schneider did pretty well too there, Justin. All right. So, I mean, if we win Daytona, that's $120,000. Plus the $70,000 bonus. That's and whatever we get for our sponsorship. That's over $200,000 this next race. That'll get us up over 400 grand. And we'll still have 8 races from that point until the championship 4 to try to get to that 1.225 million. We'll be just less than halfway there. Again, looking at the races with the higher purses, I think we can run well at Darlington. I mean, we ran well at Dover. And that's an intermediate. On speed, we had a shot to win there late. Darlington, maybe we can have a shot to win there. I don't think we're going to do good at Richmond, Bristol without the short track chassis. Vegas, another higher purse race. Charlotte Roval will be a big race to win. $363,000. That's the biggest purse to the end of the season. If we can win that somehow, that would be even bigger. Yeah, we just pretty much got the rest of the season from that point on. We're going to try. If we don't have enough money to start the Cup Series team, I don't know how that's going to work out exactly. Because we won the Xfinity Series if we win the Xfinity Series championship, we go Cup racing next year, but I don't think we're going to have enough money for the Cup Series. I mean, the only other thing I can do is reset the career mode and just start from the Cup. I mean, it'd basically be like doing the same thing anyway. I guess that's what we'll have to do if we do win this Xfinity Championship. Unless we have the money to start a Cup team, but I don't think we're going to. I don't know how much it costs, though. How much does it cost to start a Cup team in this game? I honestly can't remember. Because whatever, it is, we'll have to make sure we have that much money. Probably like $600,000 or something like that, isn't it? I mean, we could get that kind of money for the end of the year, but we can't make any upgrades, though. Boy, still at 12 different winners, but Daytona, I mean, I've been waiting this one. Coca-Cola 250. Well, I'll see you guys later tonight for NASCAR Heat 5. Tune in coming up next for the NASCAR Fantasy Podcast. At the bottom of the hour at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time, we'll talk all things NASCAR at Kansas, and then we'll get that live stream underway where we'll be doing the actual broadcast of the race as well. So like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I will see you guys very, very soon.